from the streets of Cincinnati. Welcome to the jungle! Let's go. Stripes, 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 yeah, stripes, 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 yeah. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. 'Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite and stripes. Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle dripping heat, tigers stripe the city streets. East side stand up, west side stand up. If you reppin' who that, time to put your hands up. Bengals stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Who they in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we live it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the pounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Stripes. Now who wanna move crossing on? Stripes. Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock them, yeah we got them, yeah we fought them. Like that black and orange upon them, bingo bottle, never stop it till the beast are feasting on them. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossing on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen, we gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. 'Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move crossing on? Now who wanna move on? All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Kings of the North, the AFC North champion, Cincinnati Bengals. Now, do me a favor, if you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button, smash that thumbs up. I'm up to 1,445 subscribers. That is awesome. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And if you're watching on Twitter or on Facebook and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so. Go to YouTube channel Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hit the subscription button, hit the bell for notification, and every time I go live, you'll be notified. Also, exclusively in the YouTube chat crew, we're doing super chats. So if you'd like to support what I'm doing or give me a super chat, I would greatly appreciate it. Just give me a super chat and make sure you get it read. That would be awesome. And I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave. And the Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs. All right, guys. Well, national media, Keyshawn Johnson opened his mouth up again and stuck his foot in it. So I figured we got something to talk about. Let's get to Josh from Back Row Bengals.
Good day, Jeff. How we doing, brother?
I'm good, Josh. How you doing, man?
I'm doing phenomenal. Just had a great day at work today. Just thinking about, my goodness, the Bengals are playing a playoff game in Paul Brown Stadium on Saturday. Giddy as can be. Wrote Who Dey all over the place. I did the gritty in the class. I had to prove to everybody that I could do it, and I did it. There was no video. I made everybody put their phones away.
That's Bolshevik. There should have been a video. We need a video of this immediately.
No. Terrible. No.
So I have a question, Josh. Were you even alive the last time the Bengals went to the playoffs?
No, I was not. I was not. I've been alive for only disappointment.
Well, you're about to have a great weekend because I think we are going to win. Now, like I said at the beginning of the show, Keyshawn Johnson, who I really don't listen to ever. I just find stuff when people tweet about his dumbass and what he says. Buddy, this is okay. First of all, let's get back to what you were talking about off air. What he said to Mo Egger when the Bengals were going to play the Ratbirds the last time. What did he say that was going to happen again first?
So the first time that the Bengals played the Ratbirds, the Keyshawn went on the Mo Egger show, which I listen to Mo pretty much every week, and Keyshawn was talking about how I think if you remember when Logan Wilson said, I mean, he's a running back that plays quarterback, and he meant that in a more endearing way. He didn't mean it, but obviously national media narrative takes it on a run. Keyshawn went on Mo Egger and was like, "Oh, Lamar's going to put up 45 points on him. He's going to have 400 yards, and Logan Wilson's going to eat his words. He's going to have a target on his back." And as soon as I heard that, I was like, "Okay, well, why do I need to even pay attention to his? Why do I even need to pay attention to his rants and to his opinions? Because honestly, if you listen to him and you listen to him on Max Kellerman's radio show, which I very rarely do." He's unbearable. Like he's hard. He's hard to listen to. When
he's as bad as Bart Scott is. I mean, they're horrible.
Yeah. When I'm telling you, when somebody makes Max Kellerman like sound listenable to, that you're doing something really bad. You suck.
Pretty much what he said today was that he has more confidence. I'm trying to get this out without laughing. More confidence in Derek Carr in this playoff game instead of Jackpot Joey Burrow, which Derek Carr has played how many more games, how many more playoff games than Jackpot Joey Burrow? Let me think here. None.
0.
They're both playing their first playoff game. Let me think. Jackpot Joey Burrow. Did he not go off in the national championship game and in the college football playoffs and throw like 6 touchdowns or something?
Dude.
Yeah, so
I don't know,
what did Derek Carr do at college? What he go to what? Fresno State? Keyshawn.
Yeah.
My God, you were right. He's got way more confidence in Derek Carr than he does Jackpot Joey Burrow.
Yep.
What is this dude smoking? Seriously.
Bro, whatever he's smoking, pass it along here because I mean, you are out your mind. I'm telling you. Oh, who day, y'all, to everybody that's been saying hello to me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, what's up to everybody in the chat crew? I haven't got to say hi to. What's up?
Crown,
all those guys in there. Good.
Yeah, right, exactly. If any of my students are watching, don't do what I'm doing. But anyway, so. It's arrogance. It's Keyshawn really not knowing how to be a radio guy. I mean, he's a football player. That's what he is. He's
an idiot. He wasn't even that good the first time. He got fired the first time for there.
Right, exactly. He was fired the first time there. There is no argument that you can give me that can justify Derek Carr being better than Joe Burrow in any stretch. Joe Burrow just threw for 450 yards on the Chiefs, did he not?
He damn near threw for 1,000 yards on his beloved Ratbirds. And Keyshawn didn't play for the freaking Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
I mean,
housed them twice. Housed the Steelers twice. I mean, handled their business, won the AFC North. The Raiders barely sneak into the playoffs. Right. After an absolute 70-minute war that they had. Derek Carr is 0-5, and I believe games in 40 degrees and under. It's going to be freezing cold. It's going to be raining. It's going to be snowing. This Bengals team is ready to go. We've rested all of our starters, this weekend. Again, like I said, Raiders went through an absolute war with the Chargers to even get in. I mean, I don't get it.
We are probably the most healthy team going into the playoffs right now.
Gotta be.
Quentin Spain was back. Jackpot's back. Jamar's back. Money Mick was back. Adeniji was back. Pretty much everybody was back. Even Tate is back.
Yeah.
And so pretty much everybody, all our stars are back. I mean, the only Riley Reeves not back. He's probably done for the year.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as that goes, I think we're the most healthy team going into the playoffs, and I think a lot of that has to do with taking a week off. Everybody, some people didn't like it. So I'm like, rest. The more important is coming into the game as healthy as you can to play the best you can to win our first playoff game since 1991. All right, super chat here from Charles. Bart Scott and Keyshawn Johnson can kick rocks. I agree with you, man. I've said this a million times. I have no idea why they are on ESPN. Like I said, I talk about them on here, but I don't watch them. And that's the thing. Like you talk about, great. We talk about, Nobody watches them. Like, I'm not
I
sure
don't
why
get it.
ESPN continues to employ people like this who, one, do not do any research at all, have no clue what they're talking about, and just like to say random dumb crap. You know, it doesn't
It's
make any
terrible.
sense to me.
I mean, they suck. They that's what they do. They suck. I mean, there's just no way around it. I don't even understand. A lot of people, they're just background noise at this point. They're
Right.
just background noise.
Right.
And then they'll want to be relevant, so they'll say something stupid like
Right.
Bart Scott did, or they'll say something stupid like Keyshawn Johnson does all the time.
Right.
It's their way of trying to be relevant. So
Yeah.
they can hush up now because they're not playing
Well,
anymore.
like-
they're not in the league anymore. It's not your league anymore. It's Joe Burrow's league. It's the Bengals league, and this is our freaking league, and this is our AFC North. And you can suck on that. How about that, Bart? Keyshawn.
Boom.
Bart
Now,
and
the thing is-
Keyshawn. Thank you for the $2, by the way, Charles.
Me and Cap are talking about money. Come on, keep talking. Keep that
Keep
chip on the shoulder. Yeah, you don't think these guys don't hear that? Oh yeah, they hear it.
You
And
know,
they're
Eli
like, all right,
Apple's
that's
all
fine.
over.
Jackpot's like, you think he's better than me? All right, that's fine.
Fine.
Keep talking. We'll see what happens Sunday, or I think he's gonna ball out and destroy the Raiders. I can't wait. Now Friday night is gonna be fun because
Friday night's gonna be a blast.
Well, first of all, the Bengals put out a press release that everybody try to wear their stripes on Friday.
Yep.
Wear all your Bengals gear. Get hyped up for the game Saturday. And James Rapine is putting together a Q&A at the Holy Grail. I'm going to be there.
Fun.
I don't know if are you heading down, Josh? Or
What
not?
time is it? What time is it at?
7:00.
Oh, actually, yeah, maybe. I have a lot of friends coming in this weekend, so it's going to be a lot. We have a lot of Bengals Twitter people coming in, which I'm really excited to see.
Right.
A lot of them. I've been talking back and forth with a good amount of them, and we're gonna all hang out tonight. So when they come
Friday
down
night.
here, so
Yeah.
Friday
So
or
that'll
Saturday. So it's
that'll
gonna be.
cool. So I'm
a
gonna go down
blast.
there. So Friday we're all Bengaled out. We're going down to the Holy Grail, having some
Yep.
fun, and then getting ready for the playoff victory
Mhm.
on Sunday. People in the chat asked what time we're getting down there. I'm not getting down until like 10:00 a.m. That's probably about as early as I'm going to get down
Ooh,
there.
Wow, you're getting down there early.
Oh yeah, I gotta get there early. You gotta have
Yes,
some fun.
sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Talk about it.
Terry says Raiders are coming into this game winning 4 straight. The last team that came into PBS with a winning streak was the Kansas City Chiefs, also of the AFC West. Just saying.
Just saying.
Exactly. And
Just
like,
saying.
just say, well,
saying.
people are like, it's gonna be cold. And
Mhm.
I said this yesterday. It's gonna be cold. It's maybe be snowy.
Mhm.
The Raiders played as hard as they could to barely beat the Chargers on Sunday night.
Yep.
It's a day earlier. They got to travel across the country. There's nothing in their favor. Everything's in the Bengals' favor. We have the healthiest we've been. I mean, not that this should be a slam dunk. I don't take any NFL team for granted, especially when it's in the playoffs and as many playoff disappointments as we've had. I'm not taking anybody for granted, but we should win this. I don't see the reason why we couldn't win it.
No, there's no reason why we shouldn't win this. I mean, we're a 6.5 point spread for a reason. The Vegas knows. I always go back to that. Vegas always knows. And then on top of that, like everything that you said, everything is in our favor. If the Bengals don't turn the ball over, there's no reason why they shouldn't win. The only way that I do see the Bengals losing is if they do fumble the ball or if they throw interceptions.
Which
And
that's the thing in the last.
It could happen, but
Yeah, this last run here, we went 3-1 down the stretch. They didn't turn the ball over. That was one of the key things, and very, very minimal mistakes. So, I mean, the only reason we lost Sunday because we had our second string in against the Browns. So,
okay, right.
But that's been one of the keys, I think, to this. I won't say resurgent, but just winning ways. Getting basically, they took it. They took the playoff. They took the North from everybody, and they did it by their play and by not making mistakes and not turning the ball over. And there's some key factors that has helped them, and they got to keep doing that when they get into the playoffs. Richard here says, talk about the comments here. I guess it's a free country. Everyone has their own opinion. That's why the Bengals are going to have a chip on their shoulders. Who they go Bengals? Right. Exactly. And like I said, me and Cap talked about the money. Just keep talking. The more, because trust me, Joe hears it. Joe heard about Wink Martindale. Where the hell you want to call him? And doesn't need a gold jacket. And trust me, he heard you. Trust me, Keyshawn, they heard you. Bart Scott, they heard you. Don't worry about it. You keep talking. They're going to prove you wrong over and over and over again until you finally shut the hell up and go, all right, I guess the Bengals are pretty good. And we'll be like, no duh.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And then think about this too. It's just While there is a lot of there is national media going against the Bengals, I've seen a lot that is going for the Bengals. I've seen a lot, especially on Good Morning
Good
Football.
morning,
Huge,
they're
huge
always got
Bengals
our
fans.
back. I love them.
Right. They're great. But I mean, they got a couple calling them dark horse Super Bowl team. And I mean, honestly, if you look at the Bengals' path to the Super Bowl, it's not that far fetched. You got to go. You play the Raiders, which again, like we talked about, if you had to pick anybody that's in the current playoff field, maybe minus the Steelers, maybe who are you picking to play? Like, if you could pick your opponent, who are you playing?
I was hoping either for the Colts or the Raiders, and
I would pick.
I wasn't. I'm not scared to play anybody. The only one I really didn't want to play was the Patriots, and that's just because they got one of the best, if not the best coach ever in Bill Belichick, and just because he's been able to beat Peyton Manning how many times,
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of glad the first game we play, it's not a slam dunk, and I'm never going to say it's a slam dunk. We should win, but it's a winnable game, and it's a good one to get started for our playoff run.
Yeah, and let's call a spade a spade. The Bengals should win this game. They are a better team.
Absolutely.
They have a better quarterback. They have a better defense. They have a better coach. They do. There is no reason why they should lose this game. Then on top of that, so let's talk the macro picture here a little bit. I know I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves because that's not a great idea, but you look at the macro picture. You got to go to Tennessee. Are you afraid of Tennessee? I understand they have Derek Henry, but are you afraid of Tennessee? No, I'm not. And then if all else, go to Kansas City for the AFC Championship game. Then at that point, you're playing with house money. Like, let's ride. I'm taking the Bengals because the Bengals just shut down the Chiefs in the second half and scored at pretty much every single possession that they had. So I mean, the path to the bowl is not far fetched. But like we said, we got to start. We got to start with obviously the first one here. Again, there's no reason. There's no reason why the Bengals should lose this game.
Exactly.
It would be. I'll say this too, because I was thinking about it. Out of all the playoff teams that we've had in the past 2 decades, this is the best one. This is it. This 2021 Bengals team they have the best quarterback. I would say
they have guys who've done it before. They've been there, done that. That's
they have guys done it before. Yes,
I know it's college, but dude, you play in that college football playoff. There's as much pressure on that as there is in an NFL playoff game. Exactly wants to know where I'm tailgating at. I'm going to be tailgating over at Bomb Squad, where I'm most likely going to be at, but I'm usually walking around. See, Terry, I'm not sure why everyone cares about the media attention. I'm positive I can analyze games better than the people on TV as far as football is concerned. The media has us winning 4 games this season. I agree with you, Terry. I'm out here to try to change it because it is changing. Like Josh said, there are media that is for us. Good Morning Football has been for us all year.
Yep.
And Matty Myers says, talk about Joe Burrow. He said he loves the name, and will get back to me next week. Strawberry, I need your help in getting a Jackpot Joey cheer going. I have 30 friends around and up already in the stands and in the group. That's hey, they get a touchdown. We should all start the Jackpot Joey chant. Josh is not allowed to, though.
I'm not allowed. No, I got in trouble for that. I had the hat on during Jumbotron screen, and then as soon as the camera was off, I had a lady come over to me and said, "Is that NFL license?" And I went, "Oh shit, I'm in trouble." And they told me no moss with the Jackpot Joe.
So we'll get the chant. We'll get the chant started.
We'll get something going.
Richard, right now the Cincinnati Bengals has a better path than the rest of the teams. Just saying. Well, like I said, you go when they beat the Raiders, then you got the Titans, and like you said, I'm not scared of the Titans.
Not scared.
I know they're getting Derek Henry back, and then Derek Henry is a beast. He's probably the best running back in football.
He's great.
But one of our strengths of our defense is stopping the run.
Right.
That's why we got DJ Reader. That's why we got Josh Chuba. That's why we got these BJ Hill. That's why they have these guys. And I'll take my chances all day of stopping the run and making Ryan Tannehill beat us.
Exactly.
So that's where I'm like, and I just keep saying, like,
you nailed it on the head.
If you look at the most talented teams, we're one of the most talented. I think Buffalo is. I think we got more talent than Buffalo does, to be honest, offensively anyway.
Like I said, I don't know. I don't know what team in the AFC I would be scared of. Kansas City at Arrowhead, maybe. I trust this team. That's another thing too that I believe it was a great idea not to play the starters on Sunday, even if Kansas City did get beat. Kansas City did get beat, because I trust this group going away. They're
Mhm.
7-2 on the road. They play great
They
on the
put
road.
right.
So I don't think that they'll have any sort of setback being on the road. And it was a topic on Good Morning Football about is um is home field advantage overrated? And personally, in the NFL, I think it is. I
Well,
think
look
with
at the
guys with
Buccaneers last year.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. The guys that are the professionals, they are. That's what they are. They're professionals. They go out and they professionally handle their business and they handle their jobs. And that's what this Bengals team is going to do. So I trust them going away. I think they do have a better pass than a lot of other teams.
Yeah, Zach wants to know if Tupa is active. I thought he was hurt. Actually, I do think he's hurt. I don't remember seeing him on one of the active lists, to be honest. But I'll just talk about the run stoppers we have in general. So let's see here. Joel, look at to him here. It's amazing that the Bengals, who have not had the most success, are adapting for the better, but the Reds, who have had success, are adapting for the worst. Well, I think we can't even talk Reds because baseball isn't even.
God,
They're not even playing. They're not
I don't
even.
even want to look at it, man.
They're not even actually doing anything. So I don't even until baseball actually, get out of their lockout or something. There's not really a whole lot to talk about with the Reds.
I'm not. I'm done. I'm done with the Reds. I honestly, I am. I can't do it. And it's everybody wants to crap all over the Bengals and their organization, dude. If the Bengals did half of what the Reds have done to the city of Cincinnati, Mike Brown's head would be on a stake. Okay, I just want to throw that out there. I understand it's different.
I will never give up on any of my teams if I can go through the 90s.
Well, I get that.
And
Yeah,
still be a fan. I'm still gonna be a fan. I'm very irritated with the Reds. I will tell you that. But like I said, one day they gotta get out of the lockout first before anybody does anything else. So we will see what happens. Let's see. Orange Arrow says Nashville will be full of orange and black and white.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hope so.
Oh yeah, well,
and it's not an easy. Not a hard trip. It's only like a 4-hour drive.
Probably about 3.5, 4 hours. It's right. It's right over there. I mean, really, I'm going. I went to Dallas. I'm going. You think I'm not going to go to Nashville for this? Absolutely.
I'm tagging along with you.
Oh, come on, man. Let's go. Road trip. It'll be a great time. You and I are going to have a blast in Nashville.
And we can't go to jail, though.
We should have, Jeff, a bus of you and I, sponsored bus, go down to Nashville full of Bengals fans. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
I think everybody chips in. We do our own podcast from the bus.
There you go.
Live podcast. I think the chat, all the people in the comments would love to go and hang out with us.
Well, I don't think a lot of
Nashville,
though.
And it would be a blast. And a lot of them,
So if you would like to sponsor,
if you want to sponsor this
with me and Josh and pay for our tickets and pay for everything for us to go down there and all our beer and everything, and Josh can't drink; he's not old enough.
Well, yes, I can. I'm 23. Damn it.
Okay, he's my bad. He's older than I thought he was. He's old enough now. Pay for all the beer and have us go down there. Just DM one of us.
I'll put my Venmo up. There you go. How about that? I'll put it up. Oh shoot. Well, that would be a blast. Yeah, but again, you got to get past the Raiders here. Again, like I said. Okay, yeah, I want to get to this point here. So, Vic Cole from Facebook decided to throw in here. I feel like Zach Taylor should be getting Coach of the Year. This is a topic I've really wanted to talk about here of Zach Taylor and basically how much better of a job he's done. We talk about it all the time. Do you think he does get? Do you think he does get the Coach of the Year? Do you think he deserves it?
I think he should.
Thank you, Russ. By the way, I appreciate that.
Yeah, shout out to Blackthorn there.
Right.
I think he should, but I really honestly I think all crud the coach from Tennessee Titans
Vrabel.
Yeah, I think he's going to get it because he lost Derrick Henry, multiple injuries, and they ended up winning the division. They got the number 1 seed. Yada yada yada. I think he's going to win it. I think Zach definitely should be.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the running, but I'll be shocked if he gets it. I mean, and also, sorry, he works for the Cincinnati Bengals. We don't win a lot of awards right now, so we'll see. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he does win it, because I mean, the thing is, the Bengals, they're not going to win all 3 of these awards, but they have players up for all these awards. You could have Coach of the Year, you could have MVP, you could have Comeback Player of the Year, and you should. This is one that should happen. You should get Rookie of the Year.
Right.
Jamar Chase.
That
to me is happen. Hands down. That's not even.
He locked it up.
Yeah, that's not even an issue. That should be Jamar Chase's trophy all day long. Now,
They should
Joey,
rename rename the damn trophy after him. I mean, he had it. What? How many weeks in a row did he win Offensive Rookie of the Week? What,
I think it was
6?
five.
He
I
won
think-
4 in a row.
I think it was
I think
6.
he's won 6 total, right?
Yeah, I think 6 total. I think it was 4.
I think
Yeah, 4 in a row.
One of our stat guys in the comments will hit us up here. But I know that he's won that. He's been the Nickelodeon MVP, which is great, like 4 times too. I mean, he's just his trophy case goes on and on. I mean, there's just nobody that can challenge him. I understand Mac Jones had a good year, but I mean,
Dude, yeah, but it's nowhere close to what Chase has.
Exactly.
Nowhere close to what Chase has done. I
He
don't
beat
even
the
think
Bills throwing the ball 3 times.
Oh, 3 times.
dude.
I'll say 4 times. Yeah.
3
that's-
times.
Right there. That's
man.
what I'm like. I mean, Jamar Chase almost single-handedly beat the Chiefs himself. He had more
466
yards,
man.
more yards than Patrick Mahomes threw the damn ball. So I think it's over, to be
I
honest.
think it's over too.
All right, Crime Time says, if we don't beat the Raiders, I'll be disappointed. Just worry about the right tackle. We just need to give him help over there.
Yep.
Yeah, that is my one concern. It's been the concern all year, the offensive line and the right tackle. And it kind of sucks because we did sign, a free agent, but unfortunately, Riley Reef is injured and unable to go. But I think Prince has done a halfway decent job, and Adenji's done a halfway decent job. I mean, I'm not saying they're Pro Bowlers or anything, but they've done a good job, and they do need to give them help over there. But I that's really the only thing that really I think us Bengals fans have anything to worry about going into this game, because everywhere else we're healthy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's gonna be it's good. That's gonna be a tough part of the game to be able to stop that stuff that I probably will get carded.
That's right.
I probably will get carded. Yeah, that right. I'm trying.
Beard.
I can't grow it all the way. Oh, dude, I can't grow it all the way out. I can't grow here. Can't grow here. Can't grow here. It's terrible. It looks bad.
I'm almost 47. This is all I can grow. So that's it. That's all I can grow.
But anyway, back to what you're saying
Yeah,
about the right tackle before we talk about Mac Patchy ass. That is going to be a level of concern. I'm not, kind of a middle of the pack for me. That's going to be. I mean, if we do line up Uzama over there, if we do have that hull protection over there with P. Ryan and Mixon on the passing game, I think we should be just fine. Another way that the Raiders could beat us is if they keep getting home to Joe. So like maybe not 1 or 2 sacks, but like if they have 6, 7, 8, like bad like drive killing sacks, like 10-yard sacks or stuff that we can't recover from, then the Raiders can start playing keep away, and then they can keep kind of diving and shorten the game a lot.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get the ball and we just ball out and score and score and score and score. All right, Terry, everyone is praising Vrabel, but let's be honest. How hard is it to beat up Houston, Indianapolis, and Jacksonville for 6 games?
That's facts, man. Terry is right. Terry nailed it on the head.
I mean, he didn't have you don't have the Squares, you don't have the Ratbirds. I mean, it's just Vrabel beat the Rams, Chiefs, and Bills. Well, we beat the
the Chiefs.
We beat the Chiefs.
We didn't play the Rams or the Bills.
But,
and so shut up. How about that? There you go. There you go. We won the AFC North. So shut up.
Viewers, what's wrong with you? Be nice.
I'm nice. I'm very nice. I'm too nice, actually.
All right, Arrow says, I think Callahan said Price might get most improved on the team. I mean, I did not see him out of all the young guys we talked about possibly being the future right tackle. Prince was not one we were talking about. We were talking about Jackson Carman, Deontay Smith, all these guys. And Prince wasn't even really on the radar. And I think he's done a very adequate job. And I think Adenji's done an adequate job.
He's out there.
I mean, adequate. Like I said, adequate doesn't mean I think we're good. I think, offseason we need to go and try to get a center and right tackle.
Right.
And, I think actually Adenji, I think might be all right at guard. I think if we bring Quentin Spain back at Adenji, I think we might be all right at guards, to be honest.
I trust Akeem Adeniji. I do. I trust him at the guard position. I like him. I think he could be on the line for a while. He's still got room to grow. Again, like you say, you just give him a little bit of help over there. Max Crosby is good. He's not the top tier of the league. He's really not. And then on top of that, just let's just play. You got a game plan around him. Like you game plan around this.
Well, game plan around it. Like they've been doing and Joe's done a lot better job of this. Is getting rid of the ball.
Rid of the ball. Yeah.
And moving out of the pocket. And that's another thing that I think people don't realize the beginning of the year, Joe could not move like he does
Mhm.
now. Joe is damn near close to LSU Joe right now.
Yep.
And he's moving around like that knee doesn't bother him at all.
Yep.
And that is helping out the offensive line a ton. So when Jackpot is doing that, it's a big difference from what it was at the beginning of the year. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the Chiefs sacked him a lot. So
They did.
he's going to get sacked. I mean,
He's going to get hit.
He's going to get hit. It's just the way it's going to be until we get this offensive line completely fixed.
Right. Yeah. And it's going to be until next year to do it. And we will fix it. I mentioned on the podcast I was on earlier, the Bengals have the second most cap space in the NFL, first out of all the playoff teams. And then also on top of that, I mean, players are going to want to start to come here. They're going to want to protect Joe Burrow. They're going to want to succeed here. So, I mean, I tell you what, it's just, I think we're going to be all right. I like this. I like our offensive line, kind of how it is. I do wish Riley Reef was back there. It's a little bit more complete.
Yeah. Because I mean, this is the reason, reason we signed him is for a playoff run. And
sure.
I mean, you can't help it. The guy can't help it when he gets injured. It happens. All right. Brandon says Zach's record last year was 4-11-1. This year he's 10-7. Swept the Ravens and the Squealers and beat the Chiefs. And if we would have played our starters versus the Clowns, probably be 11-6. And if I would have done that, I would have been exactly right on my season prediction. I'm like, dang, God, I was so close.
Hey, guess who was right though? 10-7 in the division title, right here, my guy.
There you go.
Right here.
There you go.
I called it.
At least one of us was right. Hey, dude, for me being one off and you being exactly right, that's pretty good for.
That's not bad.
Yeah, a couple
that's
guys
not too bad.
Just have some YouTube shows.
Right? Yeah, we're doing a lot better than Keyshawn.
Exactly. Crime time. Trey Waynes and Chris Evans will be keys to our Super Bowl run. You heard it here first. This is the time for Waynes to win us fans back and earn his money. All will be forgiven. Yeah, and that's the thing. Waynes is finally healthy. We'll see. I mean, hey, I know you. I see that look in your eyes. You're like, but dude, they signed him. He's a good cornerback if he's healthy.
His first game back, dude, he got mossed. Like it was like I'm like, wow, there we go. Trey Waynes, he's back. Mossed immediately. It was like,
dude, he's only played 4 games. He's played 4 games.
You're right.
Years.
You're
That's
right.
it.
You nailed it on the head. He's only played 4 freaking games.
Ridiculous.
And now we're trusting him in the playoffs? No.
Oh no, I'm not. No. I didn't say trust him. I'll trust Eli Apple over him right now. But if he can step up and play for us and play like we all know he can,
take snaps, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to do nothing but help. That's the way I'm looking at it.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm done. I'm done with it. I understand what.
I mean, he's not coming back next year.
I understand what he's saying. I understand what Crime Time is saying. And I would love to be wrong. I would absolutely love to be wrong. But I'm telling you, he's not gonna give you what we think he's gonna give us. He's been out for 4 games. He's been out there for only literally 4 games. I mean, he's just been out of football for so long, and after a while, just being out of the game, like getting back into the NFL, getting back into your normal day-to-day job after a vacation is hard. You think you could just jump right back into the defense? Like that's just, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Eli Apple's.
I'm hoping he at least will make some plays for us. We'll see what happens. All right, Johnny Paps. The thing about Crosby is he's super physical and has a motor that doesn't stop. Definitely should have some tight end formations for extra protection. I think they're going to. I mean, I don't think they're just going to leave Prince out there out on an island, But and a lot of the key, and this is what I said when go back to the Chase Sewell debate, getting Chase actually protects Joe Burrow because he can get rid of the ball a lot faster with Chase out there. So that's the key to it too. Augie here, Jackpot Joey.
Okay, I tried not to laugh at this.
Watch his ass literally won. Oh my God! Woo!
Oh,
probably shouldn't have read that one. Oh, jeez, you guys are messed up.
That's too.
Let's get to Terry here. Mike Daniels deserves a few more snaps. He was balling out last week. Dude was in the backfield a few times against the Browns' first team offensive line. That's his first time he's gotten to play this year because he's been on the practice squad. So if Tupou isn't the go, maybe they do activate Daniels and let him play.
I would say having him on the sidelines wouldn't be a horrible thing. I would say obviously I'm going to go with the guys that we have now. I like Mike Daniels. I don't think he is as good as we saw on that Sunday. He did ball out. I'll give it to him. He did. He played really well. He may have played himself right back onto the roster. He really may have.
Yeah, he played good.
Having him there would be great again. But if he's out there for a majority of snaps, we got a problem. You know what I mean? We got a problem. So we got to stick with our guys that we have.
I'll get a shout out to my Georgia fans in there. Maurice is there. I saw Doggy earlier. Congratulations, guys. You guys won the national championship. I'm proud of you because I didn't want anybody except Alabama to win. I wish my Bearcats were there. We could have ran it back, but it didn't happen. But I'm glad you guys finally. And that's what, look, it took since 1980 for Georgia to win a national championship. So this is good. This means Bengals are going to win a playoff game for the first time since 1991. If Georgia can win the whole damn thing, then so can the Bengals.
Yay, Georgia. Yay. Good job.
Hush.
All right. But not, yeah. Georgia looked good. There's that one corner on Georgia that I'm eyeing. If Sauce is gone, I think it's Mike.
Well, the thing is, dude, I think the Bengals, if that center from Iowa is there, I think they might get him if he's there.
Okay, so then here's a great question here that we need to discuss. I mean, obviously, it's great to not have to talk about the Bengals drafts in January. It's phenomenal too. But here's the question: Sauce Gardner's there at whatever pick we have,
right?
Or do you take him, or are you going offensive line immediately, no matter what?
Well, it depends on what offensive lineman's there. If that center's there, and they say he's the best center in the draft, I'm probably taking him.
You're
to
taking
be honest,
him?
and I love Sauce. I would love to get Sauce. It has nothing to do with that.
Right.
But as far as the Bengals need, we need not. And I love Trey Hopkins. I think he's a really good center. But I see the Bengals moving on from him.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
I think the Bengals do need to move on from him. I like Trey. He's put a lot of great years into the Bengals. He's done great. He was never really the same after that ACL injury. He really has. His get off's a little slower. He's older too. Well, he's an older player.
He came back faster than Joe Burrow did. So that's where everybody needs to kind of give him a break on that. He might be better next year. But I would still.
Yeah, he might be better next year.
If you have a chance to get the best center in the draft, I think you have to take that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you could go center, but would you care about the idea of kicking Trey out to guard or kicking him out to tackle and putting that center from Iowa in then?
You could. Yeah, because I mean,
Trey
was a guard before.
Yeah.
So you could.
There's a couple things. I mean, there's a couple things you can do here, and but personally, and maybe this is just the UC alum fan, anything in me. But I'm taking Sauce. I think this defense could be really, really special next year.
See, the thing is,
I think they are about one or two pieces away.
And the thing is, to me, our secondary's played so good. Chidobe Awuzie, I don't care what he's a number one guy.
He's great.
And Eli Apple has played unbelievable. Now, Terry said I resign him. Yeah, I'm resigning him, but I'm not breaking the bank. I'm not breaking the bank to resign him.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not breaking the bank. I still think I would not go into next year with Eli Apple as our number 2 cornerback. I would still like him to be our third one, and I still would like to get one. Which the thing is, dude, just say it this way: we could get the center from Iowa, so we get him in the first round. Kobe Bryant could be there in the second round. I'd take that in a heartbeat. So that so you got your cornerback right there. So I mean, I would love to get Sauce. I would love to. I'm not saying I get it. It's more of the Bengals need, and the Bengals need to really fix this. I don't just no way.
Yeah, it's the only reason why you wouldn't want to take Sauce.
That out of your mouth.
It's the only reason. It's the only reason why you wouldn't take Sauce. I already clipped it. Clipped it.
Do not hate. I do not. I love my Bearcats. Hush boy.
Right.
But yeah, I just think that we have got to get the offensive line really fixed.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of it is going to depend on what we do in free agency too. I mean, this is going to be a big free agency round for the Bengals, where how aggressive they've been back-to-back years on the defensive side of the ball. Now they can do the same thing offensively. They can go out and they can go get some offensive linemen. They can go get some big men. I mean, there's got to be some contracts up coming out here relatively soon. Who doesn't want to go and protect Joe Burrow? Who doesn't?
Yeah.
I mean,
and that's
special.
The key to this thing.
Yeah.
And like I said, our secondary and our defense. The thing is, they spent so much money on the defense the last couple of years, and it's shown. I mean, it's gotten a lot better. That's why we're doing better than we're a year ahead of what people think, because of our defense, how good it has been, and it's kept us in games. The thing is, we just think if they had an offensive line like the Green Bay Packers or one of the great offensive lines, just think what Joe could do then, you know?
Yeah, right.
And I'm just, he's
Right.
destroying people now. Just think if he gets, we have a halfway decent line. What if we get a great line, you know? So I don't know. We'll see. I really,
Listen.
like I said, it's way early to talk draft. I really
Way early
yeah.
to talk
I
draft,
don't
man.
care about the draft right now. To be honest, I really want to talk about Saturday and how much fun it's going to be. And I can't.
It's gonna
wait.
be a blast, man.
Are you going to be all dressed up and bundled up in your? You got some cold weather stripes.
Sadly, no. That is the one thing that I really am and kind of not a fan of when it comes to the Stripe Squad. They don't give us any extra like that. What we have is what we have. This is it. So I'm going to be out there. I'm just going to have to layer up from underneath and go with it. But I'll be out there. I have to be there at 2:00, but I know for sure I'm going to be there a lot earlier. And
I'm going to be there. Yeah, come down to the Bomb Squad, man.
Yeah, you know what? I think I will. I think Stripe Squad will make their way out to Bomb Squad. We have yet to go out there, and I have a lot of friends that are coming out there. And shout out, by the way, to at Christine on Twitter. She was a big fan of the show, but me and her have been talking back and forth. But she's on her way here and coming from New Jersey. She's excited.
Ooh,
so
nice.
Want to give her a
show,
big
my
shout
show,
out. Yeah,
all the shows.
my show.
Nice. Oh, okay. Well, fine. Just keep all the viewers to yourself. Whatever.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sure. You're getting donations, Jeff. I've never gotten one donation, Dan. I don't want to hear it.
Right.
I don't want to
to all
hear
my
it.
fans out there. Next time Josh is on there, actually they can't give you a donation. You're not 1,000. You're not 1,000 people yet.
Yeah. So shut it.
Just put your Venmo up there in there and have them donate.
Yeah. Is that still gonna? No. It's not. It's literally nothing. No one's gonna do anything. Here's what's gonna happen. Someone's gonna request it. I'm gonna be dumb enough to look at it and think it's gonna be like $5 for me. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna end up paying for somebody's bar tag. So when you want to talk about viewers, Jeff, shut it.
Oh my God! Actually, speaking of that, I gotta look it up when I did my first show. I keep forgetting, but I know it's getting close to 3 years. It's January something will be my third year 3 year anniversary of doing the show. So I have to go back to the shows to see what my first one was. I don't even remember. Okay, let's see here. All right, get back to some of the comments here. Terry said, "Well, since I pay for solid guards," is the question.
Yes, they will. They will. They've shown that they're changing their way. They look at players. They look at.
I think they like their guards. I really do.
Unless there's somebody better.
I think our guards for the future are going to come from Deontay Smith, Akeem Adeniji, and Jackson Carman. I really do. I think they pay money for centers and they pay money for tackles. I can see them pay money, and they've been like that. I don't really think that's going to change. They might pay more money for a guard, but they're not going to break it back. Like as much money as Tooney got from the Chiefs, the Bengals, I don't think we'll pay that much money for a guard. I just don't. And I don't necessarily think it's horrible because I think we actually are developing some pretty good guards.
Yeah.
I think the center and the right tackle we got to do. And I'll be fine with signing Riley Reef again. I have no problem keeping him as a right tackle for at least one more year.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I think the Bengals will overpay this coming free agency to an offensive lineman. It could be a guard, but most likely it's going to be a right tackle. I don't think they'll go back to Riley Reef. I think they're going to try to get somebody bigger and better, or maybe even younger, and sign them to a longer term deal. And I think that's what they're going to try to do. I think it would be. I think you got to be. I mean, Matt Crenshaw just mentioned it down here in your comments. You got to be willing to pay when Joe's on his rookie deal. I mean, that is absolutely huge. It's just you have these guys until 2023. You have your entire backfield. Think about that. You have Joey B, you have Joe Mixon, you have T. Higgins, you have Tyler Boyd, and you have Jamar Chase until at least 2023. You gotta buy now. Right. And you know what? And free agents saw how the Bengals have kind of completely transformed Trey Hendrickson's outlook on his the rest of his career. A lot of people were questioning, okay, is he legit? Does he
he's legit, baby?
Do these sack numbers actually him, or are they him because he was on a great line? No, but they came out. It's because he's really, really good, and the Bengals overpaid for him. And we're reaping the benefits of it, but at the time it was an overpayment, right? So I think they're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to get somebody really, really good.
Royal Flush Terry here says Deontay Smith has the potential at right tackle. It's
He does.
6'7". Yeah, he
does.
has every, but he's still a work in progress. I mean, we saw him on Sunday. He got his first start. He didn't play terrible, but he's going against Myles Garrett. So I mean, Myles Garrett makes a lot of people look
Baptized by
bad.
fire, man.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the way of the NFL. Everybody's good, you know. And Myles, I mean, obviously Myles Garrett is top echelon of the league, but I mean, it is what it is. But he's good. He's young. Let's see what he can do.
Sterling says, "Are you worried at all about Burrow's knee?" No, I am not worried about Burrow's knee at all. I the way he's been playing, nope, I'm not worried at all.
No, I would say the same exact deal. It seems like he's not. His jump cuts are fine. He's stepping onto it. It looks like mentally, it's not bothering him. So speaking of people coming off of injury, Logan Wilson said he's going to be back, and he said his shoulder is really close to 100%. So that's going to be a huge get for the rest.
He played last week.
He did play last week.
The week before that, I mean, against the Chiefs he played.
Yeah,
he said he was like 90%. He's almost 100% now, so that's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. And
I'm gonna try to read another comment here for Augie. Let's see if it's a little more cleaner.
Yeah.
This time we won't miss out on the big splash free agent O-line this coming off season. We're at a place to play, young and on the rise. Joe is erasing all old labels of us. Yeah. The thing is, there's going to be a lot of guys that want to come here and want to play here. So I think that's going to be like I said, and I really do think they're going to address the offensive line. I do think they're going to address the guards and definitely the tackle. And look, I say this every year. You should always draft an offensive lineman. It's somewhere in the draft. They should always draft one because you never know who's going to hit. Mm-hmm. So because you're always needing an offensive lineman, no matter what. That's one of the most important positions, if not the most important position as far as protecting your quarterback, obviously in the league. So I think they should always draft one.
Yeah, but they'll definitely draft probably two or three. But my thing is that if Sauce is there, I think you take him. I think he's a generational talent. I think he might be the best corner coming out of there, and I think this defense is one or two pieces away from being incredible, from being the best defense in the league.
I'll put it this way. If they sign a really big free agent offensive lineman, then yes. I'll put it this way. I was not for Chase until we signed Riley Reif. Once they signed Riley Reif, I'm like, all right, you got to go get Chase because you got the offensive line, not fixed, but it's a stopgap or whatever. I'm tired of stopgaps. I really want somebody to stay there. Yeah. But if they do it again and they sign another really good free agent offensive lineman, then hell yes, let's go get Sauce. But I don't think Sauce is going to be there. I mean, dude, we're gonna pick 32nd. So I mean,
that's facts. Well, if we pick 32nd, there's a good chance I don't survive into the next draft. The partying is going to be ridiculous. I mean, like I will literally probably just jump into the Ohio River and that's all I'll go out.
Oh, speaking of which, my buddy Jeremy, who some days will come back on the show, said.
I hear a lot about this Jeremy guy, but every time I've been in the ice cave, he has never been there. I've asked you before to work on your show and be a producer, and you said I have this Jeremy guy.
I have this Jeremy guy.
Where the hell is this Jeremy guy? I haven't seen him.
He's down in Alabama. He's going to jump in Lake Gunnersville when the Bengals win the playoffs.
He's down in Alabama. Oh my God. Okay, fine. This Jeremy guy. I've never seen him.
All right, I got. We should have a death match between you and Jeremy.
There we go.
Ding. Right, you have to drive down to Alabama to take him on.
He should drive up here. I'm closer to you. I'm in the same city as you, Jeff.
You are right. You are. All right, Tyler, do you think we're going to have a bigger passing game or running game with Mixon?
I was talking about this a little bit earlier on the podcast I was on with, and we were talking about the game plan. I think this is going to be a lot more pass heavy. I think we're going to see Zach Taylor really let Joe air it out here. I think we're going to – and now the running game did work. He did work. But I will say that, I mean, the receivers have been playing just so goddamn well. And I think just that's the groove of the offense so far is how well we are throwing the ball. So I think we'll just keep going to the passing game. And Crime Time is right. Jeremy is not a real guy. This is literally Manti Te'o's GF head ass over here. Like, come on, man.
I wish
but I think we're going to be passing the ball a lot. I would love, I mean, last game that we played against the Raiders, Joe Mixon won that game. He put the team on his back. So I'll get Sauce in the draft and an O lineman in free agency. That's how I kind of want to work because we're in win now.
If they can get another good offensive, I am perfectly fine with that. You know, that I have no problem with that whatsoever. That's what happened last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Johnny here says, depending on the weather, I think it's a prelude to play calling.
That's pursued there. John.
Pursued, whatever.
Persuade.
I can't read it. Whatever. I'm ADD. You know what I mean. But yeah, I think it depends on the weather too. And the thing is, though, I think it's gonna be more like it was the last couple games when he's gonna let Jackpot Joey just go. Yeah. And I do think they can't forget about Mixon, which they don't. They're gonna run the ball still. Yeah. But I think it's gonna come down to Higgins and Chase and Burrow, and I think they're gonna ball out. You turned your lights out. Why'd your face so dark?
Oh, sorry. I changed screens. My bad. I don't have my light out that I stole from my ex-girlfriend. We don't need to talk about that. But anyway, I don't have my light. But anyway, yeah, I think weather could play a factor. I do think that this is going to be, though, looking at it now, is that I don't know if it's really going to persuade the play calling that much. I think this team knows how to play in cold weather. Jamar Chase is now probably acclimated to the cold weather. And again, we talked about it. Derek Carr is not. This Raiders team is not. And there's no real, and you alluded to it, there's no way for them to really practice how cold it's going to be.
No.
There's no way to practice
every day.
Bengals practice it every day because Pat McAfee likes to keep letting us know that we don't have an indoor practice facility. Like, we got it. We know. We play. We watch it. We live here. I drive by it. I know. I'm
holy crap. Here's a long time.
Hey,
guy.
Happy birthday.
City boy. Like, what the hell? Where you been at?
Happy birthday.
I said, boy. This game's being played on my birthday, and Xavier plays too. Let's go. He's a Xavier fan. That's the only thing I don't think I like about
Dare put Xavier in the same words for Saturday. Get out of here.
There's something.
Hooday, happy birthday, City Boy.
There's something wrong with City Boy. He's got a screw loose.
That's a shame. That's a shame. That's a damn shame. You know, speaking of college basketball, the University of Cincinnati has took the loss against SMU, but like I said, they played well. Yeah, they played good.
What, 5 points?
6 points? 6 points. It was hard to how they lost because they were up pretty much for a good amount of the game. But I mean, they were in it the entire way, and things are looking up for the Bearcats here, but they're still just not there. And we just got to keep remembering, these players aren't that good. Like, this is not where we're going want to be.
I still think we got I think we got a shot. I think the way it might come down to last year, where we got to win the tournament to get in. And I think this team is capable of doing it. When everything's going right and they play like they did the first 5 games of the season, they can beat anybody.
Yeah.
With that defensive rebound, the way they're playing then. The other night when they played Memphis was the closest I've seen them get back
Memphis,
to that all year. Or Memphis, sorry.
Yeah, that's
was the closest I've seen them get back to that all year. Mm-hmm. So hopefully that's turning things around. Plus, they haven't played that much here lately. They keep getting all the games canceled and postponed. So. Yeah,
right. Exactly. It's just they got a long season. This is going to be a season where you're going to see growth. Like, you're going to see. It's not going to be that pretty right out the gate. Could they make a run in the AAC tournament? Quite possibly slide in the NCAA tournament. Yeah, this is a team that could maybe do that. But I mean, it is still going to be a little bit of a long shot.
People are worried about this. So I wonder how we're going to keep. Tyler says, I'm wondering how we're going to keep all these free agents and no names, and they're good. Well, we don't have to worry about that for a while. He's talking about our young stars. They're all signed. We don't have to worry about it till what'd you say, 2025? Is that what you said? They're all signed to?
Yeah, 2023. They're all going to be signed through to 2023, and a good amount of them are 2024. And Bricktop, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hooday, brother.
Thanks for the super chat, brothers. $10 super chat says, "Get yourself some White Claws, Josh."
It's gonna be on Michelob's, but I appreciate it, man.
You seriously like White Claws? Like, really?
I do not. Yeah. I drink beer like a grown man. I do. I don't drink these. Fruited. The only time I'll drink the seltzers is if I'm like really trying to like get
Get your
Swifty.
manhood over. Is really that's why you start drinking the seltzers.
Yeah, it's just when I'm out with the ladies, I'll pat a
Hey
couple
girls, Josh
Trulies.
is here.
Listen, I'll tell you this though. Trulies, not White Claws, but Trulies are really good on the golf course. So I will say that'll be my one thing. But yeah, no, it'll be spent on Bud Light or Michelob or something like that. But I appreciate you, Brick Top. Really appreciate you.
You've really disappointed me with your White Claws. Jesus.
Oh, shut it. Oh, shut it.
All right, Terry says Bearcats have a low post scoring and it's hard to watch sometimes.
It is hard to watch at times.
It is. Because one thing is they don't have. They have guys. They don't have that one guy that you can go to and get a point when you need it. They don't have that guy. I mean, the closest one to me is DeJulius. He's the closest one that I think they have, and he's still not.
And he disappears. And he disappears at times. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think Jeremiah Davenport could also be that guy. But again, like he'll go on a lot of runs where he's not making anything. And then on top of that, if the low post game is terrible. It really is terrible.
I am praying this doesn't happen, but Richard says, "Hey, Jeff, is there a chance that Pittsburgh gets the Bearcats QB in the draft? That would suck." Yeah, I am praying that doesn't happen because I would have to root against Desmond Ridder, and I love Desmond Ridder. But if he's puts on that orange and black, or orange and black, whatever the hell their colors are, I would have a hard time. Black and yellow, yeah, I'd have a hard time rooting for him.
Dude, I was scared. I called this before the end of before the start of this season. Is that I do think Dez is gonna go to the Steelers like that.
God, I hope not. I really hope not.
I'll say this. One QB that we need to talk about with the Bengals, Brandon Allen. I did see. I mean, he did play terrible on Sunday, which was sad to see because I like Brandon. Like,
he had a bad game
for us. He had a bad game, so we might need to start looking for another QB in case he does go down. I did see some talking about maybe the possibility of Andy Dalton coming back to Cincinnati to be that backup quarterback, which would be amazing. I would love that. I would love Andy Dalton as a backup. Natty Light is
I had this argument at the beginning of the year with that imaginary guy that's on the show sometimes, but you never see Jeremy. He went all off on re-signing Brandon Allen. I said it's not that big of a deal. I said Brandon Allen actually played really well last year, which he did.
He did play well last year.
He played terrible on Sunday. Right? His first start of the year, he played awful. I'm not disagreeing with that. Yeah. But to me, I don't think they're going to pay enough money to get Andy Dalton to be a backup. I don't think that's one thing I don't think they're going to pay a lot of money for his backup.
Who's going to pay Andy Dalton starter money? I mean, who's going to pay?
I don't think anybody will.
Right.
To be honest.
So what's your?
Well, you know how much money? I think.
How low is his bottom dollar?
Keenan's getting like $6 million to back up for the Clowns.
Well, that's the clown. Well, that's the Clowns.
I don't see the Bengals paying that much money for a backup. I just don't. And to me, it's a backup. Okay,
Baker can be sad though, Jeff. But
if Joe Burrow goes out, it's over. It doesn't matter. I know that. That's why I'm like, the backup quarterback isn't that big of a deal to me.
No, but if he goes down in this game and Brandon Allen's got to play a quarter or a half, I want somebody out there that could still win the game because I still think the Bengals can win the game without Burrow maybe for a quarter or something. But I understand that. And if you have Brandon Allen out there playing like that, like he did against Cleveland, you're not going to have that. So,
we're stuck with Brandon Allen anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I don't know. We'll see. That's something they could address in the offseason. I don't know. I just don't. I don't think it's that big of a deal because, like I said, if you lose, like you said, like I said, we lost Carson Palmer in a playoff game. We had John Kidna, who was a good backup, and we still lost. So,
Stunk, man.
All right, Brandon, I doubt Andy's pride will let him come back considering he started here for 9 years. Because that was a conversation last year, the year before that, about getting Andy back here. Mitch, man, there's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks right now. You'd be surprised. Like I said, if he comes back, that's cool. I have no problem with it. I mean, that's fine. Yeah. I just like Brandon said, I can't see Andy Dalton want to come back here and be a backup of a team that he wants to start. I don't think he's going to find a starting job. I think his starting days are over, to be honest.
Well, I want to start in the NFL too, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's because you're too short.
Hey. Yeah. I know, Jeff. I know.
All right, man. It's about 6:30. I think I'm going to roll on out of here. Tell everybody about your podcast, your Twitter handle, and Stripe Hype, Stripe Squad, all that stuff.
Yes, sir. All right. So you can find me at the Back Row Bengals show on everywhere you can find podcasts at Back Row Bengals on Twitter. You can read all of my you can read all of my blogs on fansided.com. Go over to the stripehype.com side of it, and you'll read all about the Bengals. And you can read all about my writing with them. I have a new pod out, or a new blog out that I talk about that the Bengals are the best team in the AFC, and I do firmly believe that. So please go over there, give it a read. I appreciate it. And go ahead, give me a follow on Twitter. I promise I'm a good follow. And if you want to just become my friend, shoot me a DM. I'll send you my number, Snapchat, go get a beer.
Friends.
I do need friends. I get very lonely on this side of town. All my friends live in Columbus. Kind of sucks. I'm just kind of here. So but it's fun though. It's fun. Anyway, Jeff, man, thank you so much for having me on. It's always a blast talking to you.
No problem. Hey, I'll see you Saturday. Who day?
Love you. All right. See y'all. Who day?
All right, guys. Josh is awesome. Go follow him. Go watch his podcast. Listen to his podcast. Check out all his articles. I should bring him on camera right now and show you what he's doing because he's an idiot. Well, I'm not going to do that. Oh my God. Anyway, I can't wait till Saturday. I can't wait till Friday night to hang out with James Rapine and all these Bengal guys, Bengal Twitter people. Jeez. I gotta kick him out of here. All these Bengal Twitter people. It's gonna be a lot of fun. James Rapine's setting it up. It's gonna be a blast. So if you guys want to meet some more Bengals Twitter followers and some Bengals super fans, go check out James Rapine's tweet. He has it on. He's gonna have a Q&A at the Holy Grail on Friday night. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I plan on being there. I'm gonna be down at Bomb Squad about 10 a.m. on Saturday. Get ready for the Bengals to kick the Raiders' ass. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Now let's get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream. And as always, I appreciate every single one of them. They're Houday Nation, Houday Legion, Bearcat Ruckus, Bearcat Country, Cincinnati Reds, rounding third, heading for home, the Ohio State Bucknuts, the Ice Bar, and you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Trunable. TikTok is at Iceman90. I'll be pulling a sign off later on tonight, putting it on the podcast. So if you missed any of the show with me and Josh and you want to listen to it, check it out. It's on BeanPod, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you rate, like, and review. Leave a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. I would greatly appreciate it. YouTubers, my originals, you guys rock. Like I said, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. From my first subscriber to my latest subscriber, I appreciate all you guys. I'm at 1,445 subscribers. That is awesome. I try to get to 2,000 by the time Super Bowl rolls around. Got a ways to go. Let's try to get it out there. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Sports with Strawberry Ice and make them subscribe. That would be awesome. Sunday, excuse me, I keep saying Sunday. Saturday's going to be a blast. I cannot wait. It's going to be the first time the Bengals win a playoff game since 1991. I was 15. I guess I'm 46 now. Been a long time. I'm a diehard Bengals fan. I've been there through the bad times. I'm here for the good times. I cannot wait. And other than that, that's just sports, baby. See ya!
Let's go. Stripes, 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 yeah. Stripes, 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 yeah. Stripes, 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 yeah. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, Houday, we ignite in our Cincinnati, we gon' rise in in the jungle, we unite in dripping orange and black and white. Houday, when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle, dripping heat. Tigers strike the city streets. East side, stand up. West side, stand up. If you reppin' Houday, time to put your hands up. Bengal stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati, jungle fitted. Houday in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we lit it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the bounce, make the city howl. Now we Now who wanna move close enough? Stripes. Now who wanna move on up? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah, we got 'em, yeah, we fought 'em. Like that black and orange Apollo.